Hi, my name is Tanisha Shanae, and welcome to my channel. I decided to do this video because I got a lot of inspiration from watching other videos like this, and I thought maybe possibly this video can help somebody else, like other videos about breast reductions helped me. So this video is basically about why I decided to have a breast reduction. So for me, I hit puberty a little late. So my junior year going into my senior year, that summer, I grew boobs, okay? And it was hard for me because I've never wanted to have big breasts. I've always just been happy being flat chested. My sisters had boobs since we were kids, and that didn't look fun, so I didn't want any. So I was really happy. Again, from the summer of the junior year going into the senior year, I grew my boobs, and by the end of my senior year, I was at a double D. Again, that was really hard for me, learning my new body. People didn't just like talk to me. They would like stare at my chest. And the older I got, the worse I got. So, and it wasn't just men, women were worse than guys. They would stare at my chest, talk to my boobs, and not talk to me as a person. That's just rude. Like gawking at them. I did not like that. I also did not like being objectified as like a sexual thing. Like, I'm a sexual person, of course, but I didn't like people putting that on me, projecting those things onto me. It made me feel self-conscious. So another reason, I would say one of the top reason, is health-wise. I already have other health issues, and so I'm used to a certain degree of pain, but that back pain hit different. Trust and believe, it will like knock your socks off. I had trouble sleeping, standing, sitting, any position, you name it, just uncomfortable. I did go see chiropractors, and I got adjustments, and they were not helping. And so then they started suggesting, like, okay, maybe if your breasts were smaller, it might help you cope with the pain. Also, a general practitioner said the same thing. And so it kind of like, I heard about it, and I started thinking, like, okay, if I could live a life of little to no back pain, that would be totally worth it. But I didn't really act on it at that point. So by the time I had reached my late 20s, about 27, I was at a 44H. Just a moment. Okay, I'm sorry. My phone was ringing. Anyway, so by the time I was at a 44H, I stayed that size until a couple weeks ago, when I got my procedure done. And from then all the way up until now, the back pain has only increased. Even taking muscle relaxers, it doesn't work as well as I hope. Pain medication, icy hot patches, wraps, all that stuff, it was not helping with the back pain. And I kept asking, like, my doctor, like, what can I do? And essentially we kept running back into the same thing, just like, you need to do something about the size of your breast. So fast forward a couple years, I am now working in the medical industry, and I wound up getting transferred to plastic surgery department. And I was fascinated, but at the same time I was just like, I don't know what to expect, right? That's where I met the surgeon who did my procedure. Um, and literally the day that I met her, um, I was like, hey, you're going to do my breast. And she was like, what? No. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to do my breast reduction procedure. And so from that moment on, I learned to work in the office. We started to kind of build a rapport, which helped a lot. But I instantly liked her. I instantly kind of like knew that like she's just one of those shoot from the hips, sassy type of ladies. She didn't give you no BS and don't skirt around the issue. And so I need that type of stuff in my life. I don't want nobody lying to me. I want you to give it to me cut and dry, whether I like the way it tastes or not. I'm gonna need you to give it to me. That's what I really liked about working with her. Not just as, you know, a provider I'm working with, but somebody I was potentially looking at to do my surgery. Anyway, she only did breast reductions and breast reconstruction, and people come from all over to see her. And that in of itself was just like amazing to me. Like they're like, nope, I want to see her. And I would like suggest the other surgeon, and they'd be like, no, I want to see her. I know who I want to see, and I don't care about, you know, any scheduling conflicts. You know, I'll change my schedule to see specifically her. And I like that she really just kind of focused on those two things. And then the patients, when you would come into the office and everything, and you see her and you see me, and we talk about what you're going to go through, she's very detail oriented, very personable. We will go through everything with you as far as what to expect for the procedure, for your portion, for like what you're supposed to do as a patient and what she's supposed to do as a doctor, even down to the roles that I would play in you getting your procedure and everything approved in your aftercare. She made sure that she had these discussions with patients beforehand in the room, and I really felt very strongly. And it wasn't very long after like really working in clinic with her, I'm like, I just know this is the woman that is meant to do my surgery. And I'm not biased. I know that there are plenty of male surgeons who are out there who are more than capable of doing breast reduction surgeries and everything. But me personally, I connected with her on that level. I feel like I trust her with my life. I literally do. And so, and I just really love the way she explained things. Like it made sense to me. So I'm a left-handed person, and not all right-handed people speak a language that I understand. So that was really, really good. And then I'm pretty sure I worked her nerve during this process. But she works really well with people. She answers all your questions. I can't say I literally cannot say enough about how happy I am that I chose her to be my surgeon. And that how happy I am, even at this point, I'm a week and a day out from surgery, and I'm just like extremely, extremely happy. So yeah, essentially I chose a breast reduction surgery mainly because of health-wise. It was really affecting my body. It's affecting my pocketbooks. And it was just like I didn't like the way people tend to look at you. Some people really think that you're dumb when you have bigger boobs. And it has nothing to do with your intelligence, your IQ level, or anything. They automatically associate big boobs with a small brain. And unfortunately, I ran into more than my share of people, and it kind of tainted the way that I saw myself. I wish it hadn't, but it did. But ultimately, I could have lived with that. The real deciding factor is that back pain being kicked up an extra notch. Oh, and really poor posture. Anybody I've ever met who's ever saw me sit or in a sitting position, they would comment on how bad my posture is. Like my back is literally concave because I'm literally trying to support how heavy my breasts were in front of me. I would sit my breast on desk, on table, anything to just like uh, relieve the pressure from my chest. And it's something that I did subconsciously. Somebody actually told me, like, do you realize that you come in and you like lower your chair and you put your breast on the desk? I did not. Shout out to my coworker who said something. I never knew that that's what I didn't pay attention to that. It's just how I work. I would just work like that. It was easier. But ultimately, it came down to health. My back pain would never decrease. It would only get worse. And I couldn't take it. In the last month leading up to my surgery, I was told that I could not, closer to my surgery, I could not take anything. But like I said, the medication was not working anymore. The muscle relaxers were not relaxing muscles. The Tylenol was not Tylenoling. I could not sleep through the full night. I'm up tossing and turning. It literally affected everything. The only time I really felt any real peace was when I was in the shower with super, super hot water. That's terrible for your skin, by the way. But super hot water beating down on my back. That was the only time I felt a sense of relief. But nothing else gave me relief. I hated to put the bras on. Would dig in my shoulders, causing like bruising. And you can literally, I could take the bra off and you could see the outline of it around me. And lastly, I can only wear underwire bras because of course I needed the support. But if you ever had a underwire bra and that underwire snapped and stabbed you in your rib cage and like cue the Take Me to the King music, because I was out of there every time. That's happened more than once. And again, going back to what I said previously, bras are not cheap. And for those things, that underwire to be snapping and stabbing me in my rib cage, first of all, it could have killed me. Secondly, that means I have to replace this bra, and then I'm walking around with one boob drooping longer than the other. Like, that's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm here today. Like, throw the whole day away. The day is trash. Anyway, but yeah, ultimately, health reasons led me to deciding that a breast reduction was the best way to go. I know it's not an instantaneous pain relief. Even now, I still do have back pain, but it's not as intense. I will tell you that. And two, a lot of my back pain is because I've been sleeping propped up on pillows after the surgery, and I can't really kind of relax. I can't roll over. I have drains on either side of my breast, just below my armpits, and so that area is very tender. And like I said, I can't roll over. I can only lay propped up on pillows. And so, yeah, this is what has brought me to this conclusion. That's what helped me to decide to get surgery. I hope that through all my talking and my colorful explanations, you guys have gotten something from this. Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll be back with you with the insurance side of getting a breast reduction. And it won't just be my personal experience. It'll be my personal and professional experience about how to get approved for the procedure and all the other kind of stuff. So you'll get the medical perspective of getting you approved for a breast reduction, as well as my journey of getting approved. So don't forget, like I said, to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm new to this, guys, so please do.